Hello guys, welcome back to PatronesMujer. I'll be sharing with you a tutorial on how to make the model you see in the picture. We'll take pen and paper to write down the materials. We'll find the pattern description in the magazine Children's Pattern number 14. Once we have the pattern tracing from the magazine, we'll cut along the side line that we'll make. These are finished patterns, which means they have 1 cm seams, hands, and come with notches and grain lines. First, look at the pattern line and place all the pattern according to the line and how to use the fabric. In this case, on the main fabric, we are going to cut parallel to the selvage of the fabric. These are the front and the back. On the front we have a fold edge. We place the pattern on top and we cut one unfold edge, and next to it we cut the back 2 pieces on mirror. This is the sleeve. Insert the pins around and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. Before taking off the fabric, please look at the K pattern markings, the line you find in the pattern, the notches, the center back, and snip them. This is the other fabric that we are going to use. This is the back skirt. We place on top the pattern, insert the pins around, and we cut one unfold edge. This is the front skirt, and we cut one unfold edge. This is the sleeve ruffle. We cut 2 pieces on fold edge. This is the neckline ruffle. We cut 1 piece on fold edge. This is the bias, and we are going to use this piece for finish the neckline. Now we take the pieces from the skirt and we discount on the pattern for cut the main fabric. This is the back skirt. We place on fold edge and we cut 1 piece. This is the front skirt. We place on fold edge and we cut 1 piece. These are the backs. This is the front. This is the bias, which is going around the neck. These are the ruffle cuff, and we press with the iron in half. And this is the neckline ruffle, and we press in half with the iron. These are the skirts and the sleeves. These are the ruffle cuff, and we are going to close on the side, and then we are going to gather the top part. Then we are going to close the skirts on the main fabric on the sides. after that we are going to make the hem. This is the other fabric, this is the skirt, so close on the sides and pin it. And we'll make the hem around the skirt. On the machine, we close the cuff for the sides and we cut the excess of the fabric and the corners, and with the help of this scissor we pull the corners and then we press with the iron. We'll gather the top part of the cuff, so for make this you have to pass a stitch all along the piece, and next to it we pass another one parallel to the stitch that we have made, and then we pull the thread from the spool for get the gather. We close the other side of the other cuff and we make the same process as we made for the other one. This is the skirt. Face the right of the fabric and close on the sides. Then overlock the sides and overlock the hem, and then make the hem. So pass a stitch all around the hem and then we press with the iron. This is the other part of the skirt. This is on the main fabric, so we face the right of the fabric and we close on the sides, and also we overlock the sides and the hem. We pass a stitch all around of the hem, we fold 1 centimeter and then we press with the iron. This is the top part of the dress. Face the right of the fabric from and back and pin it on the shoulders. So on the machine we start sewing the shoulder and the other one. On the center back we place flexible tape. We place the ruffle piece and we spread the gather all around the neckline and pin it. We place the bias on top. Now we are going to place an invisible zipper. So put the main fabric of right side facing up and sewing as close to the teeth as possible. We need to position the zipper teeth into the groove of the foot. You have to leave 1 centimeter at the end. Sew the other side of the zipper. Close the centimeter that we have left. We start sewing the ruffle neckline around the neckline, and you have to leave a little space at the start and start sewing all around and press with the fingers the gather. Fold a little bit the ruffle. Place the bias on top. We fold the bias in half and we place on top. Sew it all around the neckline. Cut the excess of the fabric around the neckline. Keep the seams allowance, and especially in the mass curve of the neckline. And then we fold again the bias. We pass a stitch all around on top of the bias. We fold the centimeter inside of the bias and we pass a stitch all around and we close the bias around the neckline. At the end, fold the centimeter inside of the bias. We face the rights of the back and the front and pin it on the sides. Now we jump to the skirt. Face the rights of the skirts and pin it on the sides. You have to match the sides and you have to match the center front and the center back. Pin the center front and the center back. At the end, we are going to gather the top part. Now on the machine, we face the rights of the front and the back. We sew them on the sides. This is the skirt, and we are going to gather the top part. So we pass a stitch to all along the piece, and next to it we pass another stitch parallel to the first one. We pass another stitch parallel to the other one. Later we are going to pull the thread from the spool. We are going to place the skirt with the top part of the dress, so pin on the center front and pin the sides. You have to match the sides, the center front and the center back, and spread all together around the waist. So we press with the arrow the hem and overlock the hems, and then we are going to close the sleeves. On the machine, we place the skirt around the waistband, so start sewing all around, and with the help of our fingers press together because we don't want to get the foot entangled. So on the machine, close the sleeve, face the right of the sleeve and close right on the side. We overlock the hem, and also we place a flexible tape around the cuffs. We take the ruffled cuffs and match the sides, pin it, spread all around the cuff. We start sewing from the side and go all around the cuff. Now we face the right of the sleeve. We match the shoulders, the back, the front and the sides. You have to match the notches. Start sewing all around, start from the side and go all around the armholes. After that, overlock all around the armholes, and the other sleeve is the same as we made for this one. This is how our finished dress looks. This is the front, this is the back, this is the zipper. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tutorials. The account is at PatronesMujer, and as always, thank you guys for watching the video.